So hey guys, welcome back to another Black Ops 4 video. Today I'm going to show you guys how to rank up your tiers more quickly in the Contraband stream for Operation Grand Heist. Now if you guys find this helpful, feel free to leave a like and also consider subscribing as it really helps me out. And again, if you have any thoughts or comments or tips or anything like that, then let me know in the comment section if there's anything I haven't mentioned that I haven't thought of. Thanks very much guys, and let's get into it. So in Operation Grand Heist there are a total of 100 tiers, and after the first 100 tiers you then get reserve cases. A lot of people are going to be focusing on the first 100 tiers. And when you look at it, one tier is approximately 1 hour. It's slightly under an hour, so it's a long grind, I have to say. So here's just some quick tips to rank up your tiers as fast as possible. And make sure you guys stay towards the end for all the best tips. A lot of them you probably wouldn't have thought of. So first thing is that the match duration is an important factor. So the way the tier progression works is that you earn a bit under an hour's time will get you one tier. But it only counts for in-game time, so not time spent in the pre-game lobby or in the loading screens or anything like that. It's literally when you start playing, when you can actually move your character until the match finishes. And that cumulative amount of time of all your different matches, that adds up. And when it gets to more, just I think it's about 50 something minutes, then it will go to the next tier. So you might then realise that it makes sense to go into matches that last longer, because that means you're spending less time on average in the loading screens. It's not one of the best factors, but it definitely does help. Because of that, good choices of game modes are things like hardpoint, domination, control, things like that. With the longer game modes are more effective, more efficient. And similarly, if you go and play Blackout, obviously Blackout's a long game mode, so the longer you play in it, the longer you survive, the more in-game time you spend, and so you progress further with your tiers. Unfortunately, at the moment, Zombies doesn't have any playtime. So if you can play for as long as you want in Zombies, it will not get you any tier progression. Having said that, there is something useful which I'll talk about in a minute, which is very helpful, and I really hope everyone pays attention to this because it will really help you out with the tier progression. So Zombies is important, just not for playtime, it's for something else. Anyway, the next useful thing, and this is where you get a lot of your progression from, is daily tier skips. So we had it in the past where if you ever play multiplayer or Blackout or Zombies, you can earn a daily tier skip. So in multiplayer you just had to win a match, in Zombies you just had to reach round 15, and in Blackout you just had to earn a merit, which is all well and good, but even if you would literally just jump on each day, get a tier skip and jump off, you likely will not progress enough through the tiers to get to tier 100, let alone the reserve cases. So if you're going to get your daily tier skip in multiplayer, make sure you jump into a familiar mode which you're used to, you're good with, and get a good class setup that you're used to again, that you're happy with, and just do as well as you can to win the match. I like things like TDM and free-for-all just because they're quite quick, and free-for-all you've got 3 chances of winning. You've got, if you come in first, second or third, you'll win that match. And I like hardcore personally because it's quicker, but obviously you don't have to do that guys if you don't want to. In Blackout you just want to survive as long as you can, and in Zombies you just want to reach round 15, so not that difficult. The cool thing about Zombies is they've recently added another feature since I believe Grand Heist, where you can actually also get what's called a daily calling, which is an event every day, and it's like a challenge, and when you complete it you get another free tier skip. And at first I saw this and I was like, wait, what? But you get your basic tier skip, for example, in multiplayer, Zombies or Blackout, and then if you jump into Zombies and get the daily calling event done, you get another tier skip. So it kind of balances out for Zombies not getting time progression. Instead they just get another free tier skip. So if you were to literally just get your daily tier skip and then get the daily callings event done, you'd get 2 free tier skips just in the space of normally under like half an hour-ish, depending on what kind of challenge. Yeah, so less than half an hour for 2 tier skips is really, really good. If you were to do that every day, you'd get the operation done in no time, and actually you'd go into the reserve cases because of how quick it is. So you wouldn't need to spend any money. It's really, really good. Now personally, what I've tried to do recently to make it more efficient is instead of going into multiplayer, getting my tier skip and then going to Zombies and doing the challenge, I just jump straight into Zombies, because you can reach round 15 in Zombies and you can do your daily calling event in the same match as long as you're able to survive that long. And if you can, then that will get both challenges done in one match, and hence you can easily get the 2 skips in one Zombies game. So what do the Zombies daily calling events include? Well, generally they're things, sometimes they're quite easy, sometimes they're medium, sometimes they're a bit hard. But anyway, so I've had things like use 25 elixirs, really easy. Open X number of doors, buy a certain number of weapons, earn a certain amount of score, get a certain number of kills with a certain type of weapon or something. The ones like that, they're not too difficult at all. Some of them take a bit more grinding, but definitely not too difficult at all. And like I say, normally you can get both done within less than half an hour. So definitely would recommend that because it really helps with with ranking up. The next thing, and this is a small thing that came about recently, is that if you guys saw my party reactive camo video, I did a video about looking at how to get that and what it's like, so make sure you can check that out if you haven't already. But if you get the party reactive camo, you'll see that there's a 5% tier boost. It basically means that your timed earn rate, the speed is increased by 5%, which doesn't sound like much, and to be honest it's not really, but if you think about it, it's the equivalent of basically getting 5 free tiers over the course of your 100 tiers of the Contraband stream. So it basically means you get 5 free tiers. I don't know whether this camo will also work across other operations in the future. If it does, then this will definitely be worth getting, because it costs 700 COD points as camo, which is quite a lot for a reactive camo. But with the 5 free tier skips, you include that across this and the next 3 operations, that's easily 2000 COD points right there, and you've only spent 700 plus the camo. So if it goes across other operations, it'd be a good investment. If it doesn't, that would be a shame. I don't know yet, but there is the option of this to stack up to 25% tier boost. Now we're not sure where you get this 25% tier boost from, but if you were to look at buying the party reactive camo, it says it's a 5% tier boost, but it can stack up to 25% maximum for the rest of the operation. So I don't know whether that's you have to buy other weapons or there's something you can do to up that, but there is the option to basically increase your tier boost rate to 25%, so you're earning it a quarter faster, which would mean you get 25 free tiers out of the Contraband stream, which would be really helpful, really good. I'd definitely like to see that. I'm not sure how you do that yet, but I'll tell you guys when I know. The final main thing is just buying tier skips, unfortunately. So they cost 100 COD points each, but if you guys wait until near the end of the operation, there will be a sale. The last 2 operations has been 50% off, so you can easily get it, 5,000 COD points for the whole Contraband stream. But if you guys have been playing, most of the time, you will only need to probably get at least half of that, if not less than that. In the first operation, they had a different sale as well, where there would be 40, 50 or 60% off of the tiers depending on how many you were buying. They didn't bring this back in the last operation when it nearly ended, where I thought they would. They may bring it back in this operation, I don't know, but if they do, check that out, because like I say, if you buy, I think it was like 20 or more tiers, you get 60% off, and it basically means that tiers work out at about 40 COD points each, so about 40 cents in American currency. So it's really not much at all. And finally, I just wanted to say that, let's say you don't have any money like me, but you still want to kind of maybe progress through a few tiers, you want to pay a little bit to rank up the tiers quickly, but you don't have the time to do it, and you don't want to put in money. The other thing you can do is check out my video I did before about ranking up in the Contraband system, because in that I also showed you guys how to get free COD points, and it's a legitimate thing that Activision have got going, that you can earn free COD points in Black Ops 4. So I would definitely recommend checking out the video. There'll be a card on screen, so that would be another way to skip ahead a bit more. So if you use all these tips, you can rank up quite easily in the Contraband system. Like I say, if there's any tips which I haven't thought of or have forgotten, let me guys know your thoughts down below in the comment section. If you guys found this useful or enjoyed, then like I say, feel free to leave a like, and if you're new around here, consider subscribing to the channel as well. But thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you all on the next video.